Hello, 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 hello. Hey, so what's going on? It's your girl Angela Aries. So I just went live on my other channel, but I wanted to make sure that I went live on this channel as well. I've been really, really inspired to, talk about the full blue moon that we just had on beautiful Halloween, as well as my Moldavite experiences. Now, I was gonna take my Moldavite out, but as you can see, I do have some tiger's eye on me as well, and then I may have a little bit of rose quartz in my ring here. So we are vibing all the way. But I did want to come on and talk to you guys just really, really quick about my Moldavite experiences, because since I've had the Moldavite, it has truly pushed a lot of things, stirred a lot of things up. There's been some, past, not past life. I think I said that wrong before in another post, but there's like some past regression that had came on. And now finally with the blue moon energy, with the mix of what I'm talking about in this topic, it's been really, really intense. So let me just start off by saying thank you so much for stopping by my channel. If you are new here, totally appreciate it. I started this channel 14 years ago, so it is for singing. We do a lot of singing, art, creative types of things on this channel, as well as just life vlogs, chit-chatting about crystals and things like that, energetic things, and then of course some witchy things, of course, because hey, why not? Also, I just wanted to acknowledge and say that I would want to wish everybody a very feliz Dia de los Muertos, or happy, Day of the Dead, to all those that may be celebrating. So just wanted to get that out there and say that to you guys first. Like I said, if you're new to this channel and you're feeling the vibe and you're loving this content, feel free to subscribe. I truly love that. And of course, for all my fellow subscribers that have been around and with me on this channel, thank you so much for stopping in for another little thing. So, and another little chit chat. So like this video is titled, we are talking about my Moldavite experience. Like I said, I do have my Moldavite in my bra shirt in a little pouch. I like to use pouches so that I can keep my stones together and then tie it around my strap, because luckily for me, I'm a female, I wear bras, which is kind of silly, but the Moldavite, my goodness. I talked to you guys a little bit about it before, but now I'm getting more used to it. And I think when I get into situations where things are not really meant for me to do anymore, for instance, drinking. So I know that I told you guys before that I was, stirred away from drinking for, health reasons anyways, because it just bothers my stomach now after having a few kids. But I did partake in a little bit of drink on Halloween of all days, and that bothered my stomach intensely and it messed with my head. I was not really liking it too much. So I would advise that if you are doing anything vicey, that it will go kind of against that. It's also prevented me from other things as well, or feeling the urge to go to certain things. And so that's a positive thing all the way. But yeah, it's definitely, there, holding some things back. And also with the moon energy, before the moon actually kind of appeared, the days leading up to this moon have been very intense. I mean, with, if you're in the US, the current elections and things like that, I don't want to get into it, but just that energy alone is insane. And when I added having my Moldavite on under the full moon, under this full blue moon, which I'll get into the full moon energies as well, it just was incredible. It was really insane. I also partook in a very cool, but not just cool, a very amazing ritual that night as well. Well, not that night, but the night before, with readings by Vita, the Almighty Pineapple LLC. So if you guys follow her page at all, I would totally advise that if you feel called and resonate with that, to go check her out. Her name is Vita. Like I said, she does have a private Instagram page. If you are respectful and truly, are looking to follow her for those reasons and to get into maybe the next community ritual, she likes to do things on a full moon. She'll get into all of that. That kind of added to my experience. Now, like I said, hers is the Almighty Pineapple LLC. She is incredible. And that might be a good stepping stone into her products and services. But without being too much of an advertisement for her, I know she will respect and love that. But this is Moldavite experiences that I wanted to talk about. So unfortunately, there has been, a bit of anger, and being a fire sign, I don't want to blame it all on that, but being a fire sign, things have been very, very intense. Um, dare I say that the Moldavite kind of calms that, but it's been giving me a lot of realizations and giving me this feeling of like sticking up more for things and standing by my beliefs and what is my truth. And sometimes that makes it harder for, other like personalities and folks that maybe were along your journey thus far, or the way that, you grew together and things. So that has really just kind of been enhanced in a way, and is a little bit like intense because there's been a lot of moments of like disgruntled energy going on, and it's been very enhanced, let's just say, by the Moldavite. So just know, if you are into this Moldavite, and you want to get the stone, it will really push you to change things in your life. Um, some of you may be familiar with the fact that I'm a phlebotomist. I actually let go of my current phlebotomy job that I had and that I was sticking with, because in that area at this time, it's just no longer serving my greatest good and purpose. And I just refuse to be around toxicity. So nothing against the thing. I love being a phlebotomist. It truly is amazing, incredible work. But since having this Moldavite and with the full moon energy, I gotta let you know that I definitely let that go recently. So that's kind of been an experience all in its own. I truly miss the beautiful souls though that I worked with, that made it really worthwhile and beautiful, and they know that the love goes both ways, and I truly, truly respect that. Um, with this blue moon energy, I feel like it really has brought up, with the Mercury Gatorade going on, it really brings, you know, disagreements. It's just really, really, really intense. I have been having the most vivid dreams of all time. Now, like I said, is it the Moldavite experiences enhancing things? Most certainly. I feel like I do have to cleanse it again. I feel like this stone crystal, well, it's not a crystal, it's a, tactite. It feels like it needs to be cleansed quite often. So if you are not familiar with cleansing rituals and routines, then familiarize yourself with that if you're considering Moldavite, because it is a stone that needs a lot of love. Now, just talking right now, I can feel pressure in my neck and ears. So I don't know if I'm supposed to be like hush hush on something right now, but it will intensify if things aren't for your greatest good. And it will just keep you away from the things that, like I said, are no longer inspiring you or serving you and things like that. But boy, it's not easy. It's not an easy thing at all, to go through just in general. But when you have this enhancement, it's really, really intense. And then of course with the moon, now finally working with this ritual practitioner, and spiritual practitioner, amongst other things, that kind of finally brought a little bit of an ease. There's still a little intensity there. We can still feel that full moon energy 3 months before and 3 days before, 3 days after. But then, of course, being Dia de los Muertos from yesterday and today, there's just this really heightened intuition. So I guess I will share with you, and because I'm feeling like, pay attention to your intuition and really listen to that and your surroundings, because it's super important during this time, and messages can be heard, seen, felt at this time. Once again, with this Moldavite, I feel like it is really enhancing all of that and enhancing the intuition. And then, of course, I somewhat charged it by accident under the full moon myself. I was drinking water, so technically I was drinking full moon water as well, because the moon was just incredibly beautiful and everything like that. So I guess what I will leave it with, because I don't want to make this a super long video, I will get into some more things, but I did want to tell you how the Moldavite has been affecting me and what has been going on since getting my Moldavite on September 28th. So vivid dreams, paying attention to those and actually remembering them more. Things are starting to feel a little bit more settled now, so I'm hoping that's a good sign, but perhaps it's a calm before the storm. That's what I'm just feeling and hearing. And kind of just keep yourself grounded and balanced as always. It's one of the things that I struggle with sometimes, is just staying grounded and also staying protected as well during these thinnings of the veil, during the cyclic change of seasons and things like that. So it's just very, very important. So if you are considering Moldavite, it is certainly not for the faint of heart. It is not easy at all. It's not one of those gorgeous, pretty little stones. I mean, I've learned to love it because it's got that earthy greenness to it. You have to be super careful where you're purchasing Moldavite because it seems to be somewhat of a trend right now, and people will sell it to you that don't have the greatest intentions. So, where I got my Moldavite, people may not be close enough or, have a place like that, but it is called the Magic Moon. So, in Saratoga Springs, New York, I will occasionally go down to that area, and that is who I trust. There is also Tashita Haven, and they are also amazing as well. They sell crystals online now. They used to be a physical store in that same area, but I know that some people, don't travel that way, or you may not be from around those areas. So if you wanted to check out the online portion, you can check out their store, Tashita Haven. I don't know the exact link, but maybe I'll link it as well. They're another trusted source in my eyes. I've always radiated towards getting crystals from them. As well as, like I said, Magic Moon. You can follow them on Facebook, I believe, as well as Instagram. So yeah, so that is my Moldavite experience thus far. Like I said, it's been really, really intense lately. It's really messing with my pulse. So like I said, some people will get those reactions, some people won't. And then you just want to make sure that you're cleansing it or purifying it or whatnot. I like to vocal purify with it for some reason. Being a singer, it's really pushed my creativity, as you guys know on this channel, my lovely supporters and followers, subscribers, whatever. I have been creating more music. It's been more fluid, going after my true passions and dreams and things that are really calling to me in that sense. So that is a beautiful thing, as well as letting go of things that may not be truly what I want, but just what I think that I want, kind of a thing. It stirred up a lot. Like I said, it kind of brought me back into time with some things, which was very annoying because I got into a little situation with somebody that I love very dearly. So, that was kind of intense, but I feel like perhaps it is finally settled and that we don't have to go down that road again. But it will rock your world. Let me tell you, I say this to everybody since I got this stone, it will rock your world. It will open your eyes to so much, and you'll realize so much around you, and things will never be the same. But it is all truly for the good. I mean, honestly, it feels really intense and freaky at first, depending on how you take things. It's very emotional, I guess you could say. I mean, being a Pisces moon, maybe the emotions are hitting me a different way. Um, but yeah, it's just a very, very intense stone, crystal, whatever you would like to consider it, because it's kind of outer space, outer worldly kind of a moment, and as well as forming from lava. I'm not going to get into the backdrop, but if you guys, look it up and things like that, you'll know. And then I've also mentioned it in my other video as well. So just like I said, with the blue moon action going on, and then of course with this Moldavite, it has just really been, like I said, rocking my world. Vivid, vivid dreams, but I think that's more of the blue moon energy, the blue full moon energy that we just had. And then just trying to settle that and going for things that are really going to serve for the highest good and things like that. So I will keep you guys updated and posted, but I just wanted to give you a little update on that experience because it's more of chit chat. I would show you my stone, but like I said, I am wearing it and I don't feel like, reaching around my straps and things to get into it. So thank you guys once again for popping onto my channel. I truly appreciate it. I love chatting with you guys whenever you hop into the chats, and I will try to respond to any questions that you have because I am very good with that. So please don't feel, afraid to ask any questions or whatever about it. Sometimes things come to mind about this Moldavite that I've had, after I make the video, and then I'm like, oh shoot, I should have mentioned something. But like I said, today is a little bit more of a calmer day, as far as that goes. So, it's just a matter of like attuning yourself to it and things like that. Like I said, I literally vocalize and tune my crystals with the just a simple, like almost like an ohm or something, but I sing it wise, and it has truly inspired more singing. So, and more messages and dreams and things like that. So thank you once again for joining me on my Moldavite experience. If you have any questions about that, feel free to comment below or shoot me some kind of message on Angela Aries V at Twitter. I will be happy to answer any questions as well, or you can ask them now. And then of course with this blue moon energy, I mean, a lot of people are getting more attuned to the full moon, but I always feel it even when I'm not paying attention, so to speak, but I try to work with it. I like to consider myself sometimes like a lazy witch because I got to do something as simple sometimes, especially being a mother. It's hard to incorporate it all, but just finding my path and my way with all of that and being able to do the rituals and cleansing and experiences with the stone. So like I said, once again, thank you so much for stopping by. We're going to do some more poems, songs, and other beautiful things like that on this channel. And of course, we will be talking about crystals because that's just as well what it's all about. So, all right, you guys, have a wonderful day. Have a magical Monday. And hopefully you are doing very well, considering the moon energies and the crazy change of seasons and things like that. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for stopping by on my page. I will catch you next time. Besos. Peace.